What's up everybody, my name is Martin, welcome to a new video. So today, this weekend I'm going to Bastogne. Today I had a very cool trip with a friend of mine. He's standing right over there, but because of his work he don't want to be on camera, so sometimes you can see me talking to him, but he might respond, but you can't see his face due to privacy reasons. So yeah, we've just arrived in the hotel room. Let me show you around a bit. So right here there's a mirror, and right there are the beds, and here is the smallest shower ever. I'm getting up to here and the shower is going over there. So yeah, this is, I have to duck a little bit, but yeah, we'll manage. My friend is even taller than me, so it's gonna be it's gonna be very cool for him. And for the rest, yeah, we have some snow outside. We've got some rooms here. Not sure if you can see the snow. Oh yeah, you can. So very cool. This won't be one of the documentary videos that I used to make, but yeah, this will be just some vlog video showing you around where we're going to visit, what we're going to visit. We're going to the foxholes in Foy, go to visit some museums, and just drive a little bit, have some fun. It's just been my birthday, so every time when I go to Bastogne, it's my birthday trip. So I'm gonna enjoy the max this weekend. So yeah, stay tuned for a little bit more content. I'm gonna show you in a little bit. But for now, we're gonna have some dinner, and afterwards we're going to bed because we had quite a long drive behind us. So it is Saturday, and today we are on our way to Bastogne, and it has been snowing quite a lot last night, so everything is white. Very cool. This is how I love to be in this environment. Today we're gonna visit some museums, and we're also going to Foy. Check out the foxholes where the 101st Airborne was sitting during the Battle of the Bulge. During the Battle of the Bulge, excuse me. So yeah, let's make a nice day of it. Enjoy the trip. So yet we have arrived in Bastogne, and it always makes me so happy to be here around this time of year. All the Christmas lights, Christmas decorations, snow, it's just amazing. And like I said, I consider this always to be my my birthday trip. So yeah, it always feels so nice to be here. There's a big chunk of snow hitting the window. So for those who have seen Band of Brothers, you might remember the nurse you can see in Bastogne. And she died on the 24th of December 1944. And she's buried right here, but too bad the cemetery is closed right now. So we'll post these pictures, as you can see, that I took last time when I was in Bastogne. Right here on the sign, you can see René Lemaire and Augusta Chewy. And they both are buried here. And later on today we're also going to visit the monument of the Angels of Bastogne, nurses who have been helping in the aid stations to take aid for the American soldiers. So right now we're visiting the Bastion Barracks, and this building is so old, and because of the fog, this looks like it's straight out of Russia. That's quite a lot of noise. Awesome. It's nice to stand around here because the exhaust is quite warm and we still feel the heat of the exhaust. Here we go. I think we have found the engine of the T34 right here, and this is quite something else than I have in my car. Just look how big this is. That is one big engine, and they're just gonna restore it and put it back together and probably get it driving again. Next year or in 2 years when we come in back here, we might be able to see it driving around. How cool is that? They have a German Stuk right here. It's been driving around, as you can see by the tracks. This is such a cool vehicle. Right here you can see the engine. Give you right here's some specifications. And Stuk stands for Sturmgeschütz, as you can see right here. And right here is a part of an engine, plane engine. And right here is a Sherman. Oh, right here they have a Panzer IV. Or, yeah, what's it called? Panzer IV. It's a German tank, as you can see. There's a 75mm cannon on top. And currently I am building this one as a model. So it's very cool to see one standing over here. I think they are going to restore it in the future because there's a lot of rust on this one. And then later on you might find it in a museum. It seems, not quite sure over here if that is rusted or hit by some shell or something. Oh, very cool. Never seen one of these up close. So for those who have been playing Call of Duty, you might recognize this one. This is a Russian BTR. And I have been getting quite annoyed in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 by these things, but still it's pretty cool to see one up close. Let's take a look inside. So there would be the driver, probably the commander next to him or something. Some space back here, and right here you have the engine compartment. Yeah, it's quite flat. It's only 2 meters high, I think. But it's a pretty cool vehicle. This hull is so amazing. These are all mostly restored vehicles and cannons. Just German Panzer, also known as the Hetzer. Strange things these are, because they have no turret like an actual tank, so the entire vehicle has to turn around instead of just turning the turret if you have to shoot in one direction. This one still has wooden wheels. As you can see right there, you can see the grain of the wood. It's very interesting. It's cool because on these boards they explain what it is, where it has been manufactured, but also the country of origin. So you can see this little strange looking car which is standing over there, and it's Canadian. And besides vehicles, they also show bombs here and all kinds of aiming devices. This is one of the famous GMCs of the United States Army, used for all-purpose carrying troops, carrying rations, munition, used as whatever. Just think about it, and he probably used it for something. Right here there is an M3 half track. Oh, this is actually an M16, I see. And it has 4 50 cals on the back. Very interesting. And another GMC. Right here we have a duck. This car was able to drive through water, as you can see right over here. Very cool. This is a recovery vehicle with the crane on the back. Here once again, this is not a GMC, but this has a engine. I'm not sure what the word for it is in English. A engine to produce power, I think. You know what I mean. This is a Cromwell tank, British. interesting vehicle. I have never seen one of these before. So if you're a little bit interested in World War II, you might recognize this tank. And they have restored this one to make it look the same as this picture, which I'm showing right now. And it's a quite famous picture of the Battle of the Bulge. So this is a very nice reproduction that they made. Of course the tank is probably used during the war, but yeah, first in Bastogne on the side. Yeah, very cool. So just right behind first and Bastogne Sherman, they have some other Shermans standing just here. This one has a mortar on top. It's also a recovery tank, as you can see by the beam over there. Here's another Sherman. This one is a scout car. They are always so cool looking. Let me stand back a little bit. Scout cars are probably one of my favorite vehicles from the war, because they look so brutal. And here's another Sherman tank. Right over there is another one. Awesome. And once again a little shot of the scout car. So I've never known this about the scout cars, but my buddy just asked me outside, there's standing another one, what the rail was for, and I didn't know. But it turns out that you can put some mounts on top, on there, for machine guns. So there's one over here, and one right over there, and you can just rail the gun through the entire vehicle, because it's going all the way around. So right here, there's another kind of metal detector, not the one I'm used of using, but of course they have to sweep for mines as well. So this is what they used during the war. Let's enjoy the view of a pretty Sherman tank. And right here, these things are awesome. This is a Dragon. I always thought they were called Pacifics, but if you know, you have to correct me on this one. But they just look awesome. And this one is carrying a M10 on the back, as you can see over there. This one is huge. Here you can see it. Massive, massive tires. Just check it out. Very cool. I've never known the existence of these tanks. This is a M22 Locust, and they were known as airborne tanks. Right over there you can see one driving out of a what looks like to be a Waco or a Horsa glider. At least it's a glider. But they were pretty low, and yeah, they could be carried around in planes. Right over here you can see one of those devices which you saw earlier on the half track. This is what it looks like. Carries 4 50 cals, 2 on each side, and it's just massive. What what's also funny in this hall is that they made these little little displays, and you can see a can of applesauce over there, and we call it appelmoes in the Netherlands. And my friend just said appelmoes, and a moose, of course, is some kind of a Swedish deer. So that's why we had to laugh. But yeah, you might not get it if you don't speak the language. So let's continue. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, over here they have a little shack, and when I came here a few years ago, they used this little shack as a display for troops which used to repair vehicles. So they had a anvil in there and some cranes over a recovery vehicle with a crane. But now it's just built in behind these all these vehicles here and cannons and whatever. So let's hope they will redo it in the future, because it was really nice to have that as an addition to the expedition over here. So right here you can see the inside of the shack, and they turned it into a field kitchen display this time. Still pretty cool. I always enjoy when museums do this, just to make it look a bit more real. Oh, very nice. So right now we're at the Mess Museum, which was the headquarters of the 101st Airborne in Bastogne, and I'm going to show you around a little bit. So right here you can see the coat of Patton, which he is wearing on this photo. As you can see. They made some wonderful displays over here. Right here you can see General McAuliffe on the right and General Patton talking to each other, just as in the picture. Right here we find some original stuff which was carried by the airborne. Right here we have Mr. Vince Speranza. He's a veteran who fought in Bastogne, and he's famous for the airborne beer. I'll tell the story later, probably in another video. Stay tuned for that. Right here you can see some weapons which were used by the Americans, and down here some by the Germans. Famous Luger, K98K. Just a little display over here. Let's continue to the next room. Right in this room you can see a hand-to-hand combat scene by Americans and Germans. The 17th Airborne. This fella gets stabbed. He's gone already. But man, this has been here for quite a while now, but every time this just keeps amazing me how cool they made this. Right here they have another display of a little aid station. Here there's an American soldier sitting. German soldier who was wounded on his head. There's some man walking in. Well, he's in quite bad condition. As you can see, probably shrapnel from trees and bombs sticking out of his leg. But just look how cool they made this. Right over here, there's another little scene of a few American soldiers who are probably in a firefight, controlling the radio. Here's one sitting behind the MG. He's just checking outside. It's got California written on his jacket. Some pin-up girl, as you can see right there. Just a little look through. Just unbelievable how they made these displays in here. It's super cool. Right over here they have a little section where they put all the stuff which they found near the forests and around Bastogne. So they have all these little things which they found in the ground. Just helmets, buckles, coins, buttons, magazines. German canteen with a, it seems to be the name of the soldier on there. And here and there you can see peppered mess tins, other which have some trench art in there. There's another German canteen with a bullet hole or shrapnel hole. Here are 3 bullet holes, which belongs to that one as well. Just look at this. This is a collector's dream. Thanks. A radio, helmets. Ah, there are Doc Rose scissors. Well, that MG isn't going to work anymore. Here's a little look through on the display. And here are some medical items. Very cool. So, right on top of the stairs of the building, you enter the attic where they made this display. And once again depicts what the conditions were in the forest where we go tomorrow. Once again, very nice display. Just to show what life in the trenches looks like. There's stuff all over. Also, they have these original photos hanging over everywhere, hanging over the place. This is a airborne cart, I think, and it was mainly used to easily carry around supplies. I've seen them on photos as well from Market Garden. Right here they're preparing a new display. There's a Zelban hanging right now. These two fellers are from a mortar squad and they're just enjoying their smokes. Very cool. Some more original photos. Really beautiful. Right over here there are two Luftwaffe soldiers taking a position over here. And it's just underneath the stairs, so really cool little detail here. Now we're on the first floor. Show you around a little bit here. All kinds of tobacco. This display is new, I've never seen this before. Very cool. Two Americans just having a chat. Oh, they reenacted this photo. Awesome. Once again, just loads of rations which the Americans were supplied with. And right here there's just a little display of multiple American soldiers. 10th armored, probably some airborne as well, as I was saying. 4th armored over there. Mortar over here. Some more rations. Yeah, this museum has it all. There's so much to see here. It's all just amazing. We know that name. How cool. There's just a little cabinet. Stuff lying around there. This is true, by the way, the actual paper that General McAuliffe was writing. That's where the nuts is coming from. As you can see right there. And it was for the American declaration. Or not declaration, the American surrender to the Germans, which General McAuliffe replied nuts. He didn't want to know anything about it. Oh, right here there's a little bar. Very cool. Well, now for who has seen Band of Brothers, of course we cannot miss this. So yeah, let me show you. This is the house where you can see the German sniper and Shifty Powers shot on him. And around here, around the window, you can still see all the bullet holes. So this house took quite a lot of bullets to take out the sniper. But yeah, if you ever want to visit it, it's just on the intersection here in Foy. Let me show you the rest. Coming out from that street. And right over there it is. So this is my first time visiting this actual place, and yeah, of course it's quite interesting to see. So very cool. So if you have seen Band of Brothers, I was just telling about the sniper who is sitting over here, and right behind that building over there, Shifty Powers took out the sniper. Well, now we are still here, and I just got to know that Foy was taken over several times by the Germans, then again to the Americans, then again to the Germans, then again to the Americans. And this was an aid station during the war, and when the Germans came, the Americans who were sitting around this building retreated, but they left the injured soldiers and the surgeon or the doctor, they left him here. Afterwards the Germans came, and was a lot of fighting around here again, and the Americans took over again. So when they returned here, they found the doctor and the casualties who were laying in the aid station. They were all shot dead. That's terrible. So this man showed me this picture. Kind of hard to see. Right over here you can see what kind of tank was it?
I think it's a Panther.
It's a Panther. And it's the same house. So let me show you. It's kind of hard to see, but it is the same house on the other side of the street. So this guy who just showed me the picture was telling me a story. And right over there, on that hill, there was a German tank standing, and the entire village of Foy right behind me was crowded with Americans. So the tank was shooting in this direction, and right here in this building there is a basement, 3 basements actually, and in the first basement there were American civilians, around about 40 adults. And in the second basement there were the children who were supposedly sleeping. So the round from the tank came this in this way, bounced off on the ground, ricocheted, went into the basement, and right here you can see this bar, which is all bent. And they just told me that the bomb didn't went off, and years later when they were renovating this place, they still found the bomb. So this once again one of those little stories that I didn't know, and yeah, which just makes this hobby so amazing. I keep learning so much every time, and yeah, I can't explain it. It's just super amazing to get to know these kinds of things, just talking to people who share their knowledge. Currently we are driving to the temporary American cemetery, just down the road here, and just a few meters. How far is it? 500 meters? Maybe next to it is the German cemetery. So you're gonna take a look right there, and I'll go show you around. Right there in the distance you can see the church and the house in Foy where we just were. And just across this field here we found a temporary American cemetery. Also the Stars and Stripes Belgian flag. You may recognize these crosses from the cemeteries which we have visited in Normandy and Margate and stuff. Right here it says, "Here lies the site of the Foy America temporary cemetery from 1945 to 1948. It served as a temporary resting field for 2,701 American soldiers killed in action during the Battle of the Bulge. This is really wonderful to visit this place here. Later on they were moved to Luxembourg, Margraten and other cemeteries. But yeah, to visit this place, it's really special. So now we're going to continue to the German cemetery, which will be somewhere over there. So I have never known this place, but right behind this wall there is a German cemetery. I'm going to visit it right now. And just as a calm cemetery, it says Deutscher Soldatenfriedhof Recogne, Bastogne. Cemetery militaire. Oh yeah, this is all in French. So yeah, let's enter. Right here there's a little monument or a chapel. I'm not sure if it's open, so let's take a look. Oh, it is open. Oh man, this place is amazing. So bizarre, really special. Right here in the middle there's a altar. Let's see what is in here. I don't know what this is. Here's a rope hanging. I think that might be to ring the bell, but let's not do that. So I've got to take a look on the cemetery itself. When stepping out of the chapel, you can see this view here. It's quite amazing. I don't know too much about this cemetery. I will look some information up in just a bit. Tell you how much people are buried here. But, I think most of them were casualties of the Battle of the Bulge here. 1944, 1944. Oh, there's one, 1945. And once again here, you see 3 names here. On this gravestone, for example. And right over there, another 3 names. Right over there, another 3 names. So this place must be gigantic. It's really peaceful right now, thank God. And also on the other side of the stones, here's 2 names. Here 3. Unbelievable. So I've been looking through some information, and I learned that there are 6,807 German soldiers laying here, or put to rest here. And they started burying people here on the 4th of February 1945. And in the beginning, there were 2,700 American soldiers buried here as well. And afterwards they were, of course, reburied. Man, this place is... The cemetery itself ain't that big, but that there's still 6,800 soldiers buried here. It's unbelievable. And like I said before, many are buried with 2 or 3 people in one grave. And Margraten has about the same amount of Americans buried, but there's only one soldier per stone. So the site is like 3 times bigger than this one. This is breathtaking. Once again, always when I visit cemeteries, I'm just speechless. Alright, that's it for this video. I started editing and I added some videos to the editing program, and I didn't even put all the videos in, but I was way past 1 hour, so I decided to make this into a 2-episode video. We had an amazing trip. We enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah, as you can see, we had some quite interesting places that we visit. In the evening we played some pool, had some beers, had some good food. So the weekend all in all was absolutely amazing. But yeah, like I said, I just had too much footage to make it into one video, so that's why I'm gonna make this into a 2-part video. Part 2 I will upload in 7 days instead of the 10 days that I usually upload my videos, so you don't have to wait that long for part 2, so stay tuned for that. Also, I have lots of more interesting projects coming up, as always. My brain keeps going to think about cool things to make a video from. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then I will see you in part 2. Bye!
I feel like